Welcome to Beerstories from Beerstory Brewhouse. In this video I'm going to give you my best tips for milling your grain. Remember, if you like the video, please click like and subscribe down the corner. You'll help out the channel, you'll make me very happy, and you get your news videos directly in your YouTube feed. And of course you can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. So these are my 5 best tips for milling your grain. If you do these are really simple tips, but it will help you just to get a better brew day and maybe avoid some trouble in your brewing, like a stock mash and stuff like that. The first thing you gotta do is getting some kind of mill. I have a grain gorilla with 2 roller. If you can afford it, I would advise you to get one with 3 rollers, because they have a better crush. The reason why we want to crush the grain or mill the grain is to get access, the enzymes need to get access to the starches so they can break them down into fermentable sugars. So that's why we have to break up every little grain. But if we do this too fine, it's actually good for the enzymes, because the enzymes can get easily access to the starches. But the risk of a stock mash is really high if you do this too fine, or you get too much flour in your milled grains. So yeah, if you can afford it, buy one with 3 rollers. They have a little bit better crush, or you can double crush your grain, just run them through your mill twice. But when that's said, I have a grain gorilla with 2 rollers, and I don't have any problems with flour in my milled grain. I don't have any problems with a stock mash or anything, and I have a pretty good efficiency. 75 to 80%. So yeah, but if you can afford it, buy 3 rollers. I'm not going to talk about moisturizing my malts before graining or before milling. I haven't done that. I know that you will get a little bit better mill grain or grained malts out of it, but yeah, it just takes too much time and it's not worth the effort for me, at least not yet. So here are my 5 best tips. Number 1, do it outside. Yeah, there will be some dust in the air, some flour in the air. You can't avoid that, so I'm not doing it inside. I'm always doing it outside. Yeah, maybe under some kind of roof or something if it's raining, but yeah, I'm doing it outside. Number 2, the distance between the rollers. The thickness of a credit card is a good place to start. So if I push down, you can see the rollers moving, but I can easily get my credit card in between the rollers. It's a very good place to start. If you can go finer, you should do it. But if you get a stock mash, it's too fine. The finer the crush is, the easier the enzymes get access to the starches and can make it into fermentable sugars. But if you do it too fine, you get a stock mash. So don't do that. But then again, if the crush is not fine enough, you'll get a very low efficiency, because the starches are, they're capsuled in, or the enzymes, they can't access the starches properly to make fermentable sugars. So it's a very fine balance, and you have to adjust your mill to the perfect distance for your brewing system. But the best place to start is a credit card thickness. When you look at your milled grain, there should be intact hulls from the boiling. they should be intact, and the barley grains should be like cut into 3 pieces without too much flour in it. That's the important thing. If you want to, if you have a large grain bill or a large portion of your grain bill is wheat, you should grain or mill the wheat by itself, because you can go a little finer with them. But I don't do that actually. But it's just a little tip. So number 3 is doing it very slowly. I use this DeWalt, and I always set it on the slow speed. And then I mill the grain very slowly. If you do it fast, you'll get too much flour, and again you'll end up with a stock mash. So do it slowly. Yeah, and again, this is a balance. You can go too slow, but yeah, often, yeah, but you'll find out. You can overheat this, but I haven't got that problem. If you have a cheaper model, you can overheat it, but yeah, do it slow so you won't get flour in your grain bill. Number 4, well, maybe it's logical, but don't add flaked wheat or flaked rye or flaked barley or stuff like that, or any other cereal into your mill. Just add it, just top mash it the last 15 minutes of your mash. Actually, just put it on top of the other, just for 15 minutes, that's enough. Again, that will decrease your risk for a stock mash. Number 5, when you're going to clean your mill, just do with a brush and compressed air. Do not use any water at all, because you will make dough that can be infected and stuff like that. So just use compressed air and a brush. Basically, that's it. Okay, that was my 5 best tips. I actually have one more, because if you get a crush that's too fine, you should you can save it by using rice hulls. 2 to 5%. That's enough. That will make up for the flour or what's the problem in your milled grain or in your mash. So adding these will get the wort to flow through the mash, yeah, in the best way again. So yeah, basically that was it. If you stick around to the end, there'll be 2 videos up here that you think you should see. And of course, please click like and subscribe down in the corner. You'll make me very happy. You get the newest videos in your YouTube feed, and you'll help out the channel. And please follow me on Facebook and Instagram too. If you have any questions, write them in the comments or write them on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll try to answer. Have a happy brewing out there.